Welcome in. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a classic French press. We've got some really good coffee. This is our Ethiopian Yirgacheffe, and French press is going to give us a full immersion brew method. So any of these big fruit notes, you're going to pick those up whenever you brew, where the coffee and water really sit together. So for this, we're going to need our French press brewer, a scale, any scale will do, some hot water. 200 degrees Fahrenheit is just about perfect for this. So let's get started. We can put this right on our scale and tear it out, and then 28 grams of coffee is perfect for this. So we'll throw 28 grams right in here. And then to our 28 grams of coffee, we're going to want to add our water. So for water on this case, we really like 475. A gram of water is about a milliliter of water. So you can even those two out. And then in this case, if we want to do between a 15-to-1 and a 17-to-1 ratio, we should be just perfect at 475 grams of water or milliliters to our initial 28 grams of coffee. Now, to get started brewing this, what we want to do is have our 200-degree water, and we want to bloom it, right? So we want to just add about 75 grams of water to get this guy started. So let's get that going. Water goes right on top. And then what that's going to do is our coffee's going to puff up a little bit, and it's going to release a bunch of CO2. It's going to saturate all those grounds and get them ready for the actual brew. So initially, we get our bloom on, and we're going to let that sit for about 30 seconds. Now, after that 30 seconds, we're just going to add the remainder of our water. As we add the water, just kind of push it around, but you don't want to create a bunch of turbulence. Our main goal here is to make sure that everything gets saturated. We don't have any dry coffee or any clumps that are just sitting there. So now we got our 400 grams of water. We're going to go ahead and just put our filter right on top. What we're not going to do is push that down too far. So we're just going to let it hover above the grounds, and we're going to let that brew for 4 minutes. So it's been 4 minutes, and the next step for this is kind of important. We're going to take this top off, and similar to a cupping, we want to get these top grounds out of suspension, settled to the bottom, and in some cases scooped off the top. So break the surface tension, and you'll notice you get this really good orange foam that pops up, and you want to just scoop off some of that, because this is not something you'd want to have on your palate. It's going to be a little bit waxy, and it's actually lipids and CO2 from the coffee itself. So if we just scoop some of that out, just like we were doing a coffee cupping, we can actually clean the coffee up a bunch as we get ready to consume it. So we get that foamy stuff out. And then the final step for this is we're going to put our filter on. Don't push it all the way down into the coffee. Leave it about an inch above. And what we can do is then pour against that filter, and we're not disturbing this bottom bed, and we're letting all the fines settle out. And then you're ready to just pour and enjoy. Coffee should come right out. If you want to take it another step, you can also pour this through a paper filter. Highly recommend it. It will clean it up further, and it'll give you the best possible cup of coffee. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoy making your French press coffee, and we'll see you soon.